Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational for 2023, presented by Meridian Credit Union. Today we have the final game of this friendly tournament between Canada and the Netherlands. As we welcome you to the Ravens' Nest at Carleton University in Ottawa, Ontario, I'm Jackson Starr, and Canada is looking for a positive result after dropping 2 games yesterday. They went 2-0 to start the tournament, now 2-2. They lost 57-37 versus Netherlands yesterday morning, and 85-49 versus the U.S. in yesterday's game as well. Can the reset they got overnight help them? We shall see. Nick Gonson again playing his second game of the tournament after missing the first 2 for Canada. First 3 for Canada, I should say, so we'll see how he does. And as for the Netherlands, they've played a lot of basketball in the last day and a half or so. They defeated Canada, as mentioned, 57-37. Then defeated the USA 73-66 in overtime last night before losing to the U.S. this morning 59-46, and we'll see if they can bounce back after dropping that one. It was a tough game for the Netherlands, so we'll see against Canada, a team they have beaten already in this tournament, if they can bounce back here in this one. Starting lineup out there for Canada, number 4 is Nick Gonson, number 9 is Colin Higgins, number 10 is Lee Melimick, number 11 is Chad Jasmine, number 14 is Tyler Miller. For the Netherlands, number 11 is Matthias Bellers, number 12 is Heis Even, number 15 is Quintin Santinje, number 21 is Camilio van Trijp, and number 38, Jory van Trier. Tip is won back by Mendel Updenorth. And we are underway with Korkmaz on it. Apologies, the wrong lineup out there for the Netherlands, with Santinje now on it, with Pogenvish, who's back into this lineup after missing this morning's game. Korkmaz gives it back for Pogenvish, over for Santinje, puts it up, no good, and right onto it is Nick Gonson. Off towards the near side. Colin Higgins sets things up, finds Lee Melimick. Back over for Higgins. Higgins underneath for Gonson, trying to create space for himself, can't finish, but a nice effort to try and get underneath and finish that off. Now back with it are the Netherlands. Pogenvish, a lot of touches for the Netherlands. Missed this morning's game as mentioned, goes for Korkmaz on the far side. Mustafa Korkmaz. Updenorth, that is, in the middle, my apologies. He puts that one up from the foul line and finishes. Mendel Updenorth, who's really shot well against Canada in this tournament so far, hits to give his team a 2-0 lead early here. Updenorth had 27 points the last time these two teams faced off, as Gonson goes towards Higgins on the near side. Thought about a 3, now carries it in. Higgins has to reset, and foul's going to go against Canada here offensively. And the Netherlands will get possession right back. So an unideal start for Canada offensively. 2 possessions, nothing to show for it. And we'll see what the Netherlands can do back on the offensive side of things. Mustafa Korkmaz. Space to operate on that left side. Swings it cross court for Santinje. Pogenvish, nice feed underneath the basket, and it's finished off there by de Jong, as Frank de Jong able to put 2 points on the board as well for the Netherlands, who opened up a 17-1 lead against Canada the last time these two teams faced off. Canada just couldn't battle back after that start, so we'll see if the Canadians can get off to a better start here. Already trailing 4-0. Higgins trying to answer back from 3-point range, unable to hit, so a cold start for Canada, and it's Pogenvish back the other way. Robin Pogenvish carries it up the left side. Defended there by Jasmine. Korkmaz trying to take a long 2 there. Comes up short off of the outer half of the rim. And it's Canada advancing it back up the floor. Final game of this tournament between Canada and the Netherlands, with Nick Gonson on it for Canada. Off for Higgins near side. He'll try a 3 again, and Higgins is off. So 0 for 2 from beyond the arc is Higgins. And still a 4-0 Netherlands lead early. And it looks like Matteo Ferriani motioning to his bench for a quick change, as Korkmaz has it for the Netherlands. Off towards the near side, Santinje. Underneath, Pogenvish driving to the basket, puts it up, no good. A well-defended play there as well by Higgins. He'll carry it back up the other way. Higgins. Defended by Korkmaz. Goes towards Gonson on the near side. Gonson going to put that one up. Still no good as it comes back towards the near side, and DeYoung taps it over to Updenorth. Up for Pogenvish. Underneath the rim, foul's called as there was some contact made there with Higgins trying to get back. And the foul will go against Higgins. With Bo Hedges now checking into the game for Canada. Chad Jasmine's going to come out. So second foul for the Canadians so far in this one. An opportunity with the ball for the Netherlands here. Korkmaz delays, puts up a long two, and he hits. Nice shot from Mustafa Korkmaz. And that's a 6-0 advantage for the Netherlands here. 6:25 left in the first. Bo Hedges into the game. Feed to the far side for Gonson. He'll put that one up. It rattles out again, so Canada cold out of the gate here, struggling to find their first points of the afternoon as Pogenvish carries it back. Underneath for Updenorth, another foul on Canada. And it looks like that could go to Tyler Miller. It's going to be a holding call on Tyler Miller. So the third foul already here for Canada early. Updenorth retrieves it off the inbound, so Netherlands exploiting Canada into foul trouble early in this one. Pogenvish puts it up from the foul line, and he hits. Robin Pogenvish, as the Netherlands doing a good job offensively as well, getting open looks, opening up an 8-0 lead. Can Canada try to find some momentum here? Higgins feeds it underneath. Gonson, he'll put that one up. A little bit off, and it's Pogenvish on the board again, and he'll advance it towards Sentinje. Good start for this Netherlands starting five out there. Pogenvish in transition. Stopped up. On it. Defending was Miller. Pogenvish goes back outside for Updenorth. Updenorth, 5 on the shot clock. Shoots that one up, and that one's good. Mendel, Updenorth. What a start for the Netherlands. Canada can't get it going. 10-0, they lead. Bo Hedges towards Nick Gonson on the outside. Canada looking for something here as Bo Hedges collects it. Down on the play is one of the Netherlands players. And a substitution coming in for Canada. They didn't start Patrick Anderson, but he's coming into the game right now for Higgins to try and make something happen and maybe light a spark under this Canada side. So Gonson set to inbound. Anderson sets up on this left side here, coming into the game. And Gonson inbounds towards Lee Melimick. Melimick, defended by Sentinje. Feeds it underneath for Gonson. He'll put that one up, no good. Tries to get his own rebound, does. Puts it up again, he misses. Batted by Anderson. It goes out off of a Netherlands player. Just got a touch on it after Anderson batted it back towards the below the basket area. And it goes out off of Netherlands, so Canada gets it, and a fresh 14 seconds as well for them to operate with. In for Gonson. He'll put that one up. Again off, so Gonson unable to knock down his first bucket for Canada. And now back the other way with it are the Netherlands. It's Mendel Updenorth. Leaves it for Pogenvish. Feed on the far side for Korkmaz. Korkmaz underneath Sentinje. Feeds it for Pogenvish. He'll put that one up, and that one is good. Robin Pogenvish, a 12-0 start for the Netherlands, making open space available for themselves in the offensive half, and they're capitalizing. Anderson now, first touch of the game. Feeds it for Hedges. Hedges thought about a shot, looking for a passing option, finds Gonson. 5 on the shot clock. Gonson forced to take that long two. It's no good, and the rebounds for Pogenvish. Robin Pogenvish back the other way, trying to once again extend this Netherlands lead. Canada yet to find the score sheet. Pogenvish works his way loose, puts it up, no good. Rebound collected by Anderson. Anderson back the other way. Cutting in, tries that mid-range two, also no good, but Lee Melimick able to corral the rebound. Finds Anderson. Anderson goes up towards the foul line. That shot is up. Still not good as Gonson couldn't hit there. He's cold out of the gate. And Canada have to get back on D, down 12-0. Mustafa Korkmaz. A little over 3 minutes left to go here in the first. Mendel up to north, gives it back for Korkmaz. Korkmaz feeding towards the middle. Cutting in now Poginvish, he'll put it up. No good, rebound collected by Gonson. Foul called there. As a timeout is going to be called by Matteo Ferriani, wanting to talk things over for Canada. Still yet to find the scoreboard here in this first quarter. Obviously a tough start for Canada. And as mentioned, they got off to a slow start in the last game these two teams faced off against each other. 17-1 was the score line at a point for the Netherlands. And we'll see if they can bounce back after that one. It was 17-5 after the first quarter, so far not as many points in that regard for the Netherlands, but Canada yet to find the score sheet. So again, we'll see if they can make some adjustments offensively, try to get below the basket. Netherlands doing a good job keeping them to the outside so far. And we'll see what Canada can do. Wheelchair Basketball Canada would like to recognize the support of Ottawa Tourism in hosting this event and as we prepare to host the World in 2026. Thank you, Ottawa Tourism, for their support of this tournament. So same starting five it looks like out there for Canada. We'll see if Colin Higgins comes into the game. Still no changes for the Netherlands. They'll keep the same five out there. Matthias Bellers, who's done a terrific job against Canada in the past, on the bench still. Haven't seen him into the game yet for the Netherlands. As Canada set to inbound, it was a reset, rather, prior to the timeout, so no foul on that play. 2:55 now left to go here in the first quarter. Canada still looking for its first points. Inbound goes towards Anderson. Anderson finds Higgins, back into the game as mentioned. Higgins finds Hedges. Hedges back for Anderson. Higgins near side, trying to get around DeYoung. Fended off there though. 5 on the shot clock now. In for Anderson, has to turn around. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson forced to put it up, and he hits it. A nice round of applause from the fans in attendance here in Ottawa as the Canadians break their 0 on the scoreboard, and they put up a 2 to make it a 12-2 game. Korkmaz sets, thought about a 3 for a moment, now sets, takes a long 2, and he answers right back. Mustafa Korkmaz, who's hit some big shots in this tournament for the Netherlands, adds another one right there. Canada, we'll see if that bucket allows them to generate some momentum. Higgins from beyond the arc for 3, and he hits from there. A nice shot from Higgins, and it's a 14-5 game for the Netherlands. A momentum building late here in the first for Canada. Korkmaz trying to answer right back, and he hits from beyond the arc. What a shot from Mustafa Korkmaz. 5 straight points for him, and it's a 17-5 lead, exactly like it was at the end of the first quarter in the last game these two teams faced off. Anderson goes down, gets right back up quickly with Hedges on the ball. Hedges elects to shoot that one, and he hits as well from a sharp angle. Maybe not the first option from that spot for him, but it works nonetheless. 17-7, the lead for the Netherlands. So Canada picking it up offensively after the timeout. So a good timeout called by the head coach, Matteo Ferriani. Now the Netherlands back on it with Poginvish. Mustafa Korkmaz. Near side feed, Sentigne. Mendel up the north, trailing back, puts it up, comes up short, and it will sail out of bounds. Miller tried to get to that one. Felt no reason to as it went out off of the Netherlands. So with less than a minute left to go here, down by 10, Canada looking to cut the deficit. Feed in for Higgins. Taking his time as Canada's ready to get set up in the offensive half. Higgins has an open look for 3. A little bit strong on that shot. Rebound pops back out though and is collected by Anderson. Patrick Anderson. Feed cross court for Higgins. Higgins back up top, Hedges at the foul line. 5 seconds left. Inside for Higgins. Cutting, puts it up, foul and 1. As Higgins, foul called on him, and he'll go to the line trying to complete the 3-point play and make it a 7-point Netherlands lead. Nice cut to the basket there. Seemed late in the shot clock like Canada was in a little bit desperation mode, as they have been a couple occasions so far in this one. But Anderson waits for Higgins to cut to the basket. And Higgins able to get in there, draw the foul. Can't capitalize on the attempt there to make it a three-point play, but still 2 points for Higgins, and now Poginvish back. 19 left to go here in the first quarter. Poginvish feeds it for Mendel Updenorth. Cross for Korkmaz, gives it back for Zentinje. 3 on the shot clock. Korkmaz has to take a quick look, and that will do it for that possession for the Netherlands, as the Canadians do a good job on defense, forcing a shot clock violation. So 4 seconds left here, and we'll see if Canada can try and get a last second shot. Goes in for Melimik. He's got time to work his way in, puts up a long 2. Little bit off, gets his rebound though, puts it up and finishes at the buzzer. Count the basket at the end. Lee Melimik, a time to get a couple shots off with 4 seconds left. And Canada at the end of the quarter fighting their way back to trail 17-11 after 10 minutes of play. We'll take a quick break and be right back with second quarter action here from the Ravens' Nest. Welcome back to the Ravens' Nest here at Carleton University. Second quarter action coming up here in the final game of this Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational for 2023. And the inbound from Anderson to find Higgins. Canada with a good run late in the quarter, making it a 17-11 game for the Netherlands. Feed underneath for Lee Melimik, and that's a turnover on Canada. So the Netherlands getting it back. We'll see if Canada's momentum that they built in the later stages of that quarter can transfer over, or if the Netherlands can maintain their lead. Getting off to a strong start. Heis even into the game. He's played some big minutes for this Netherlands side. Feeds it cross court towards Ari Tvirt. In towards the middle. Mendel Updenorth is strong from there, as Mendel Updenorth able to put that one through. 6 points for him. And now Bo Hedges back the other way, trying to answer for Canada. Pat Anderson on the far side. Up for Higgins. Higgins for Hedges. Back for Higgins at the top. Higgins loads up, takes it from 3. Little bit short. It bounces towards the near side. Miller tried to get to it. Unable to, though, after a miss from Higgins. And the Netherlands back on possession with Ari Tvirt set to inbound. So 5 points for Higgins, 1 for 4 from 3 in the first quarter. Again, a tough start to that quarter shooting the basketball for Canada. And 7 points for Mustafa Korkmaz in the first quarter as well. So a strong start for him. He is on the bench at the moment. So we'll see if he comes back into the game. with Netherlands set to inbound. Heiss even, lost the handle on it, and Miller gets it back for Canada. Tyler Miller working his way through, feeds it for Higgins, lunges for that one but able to corral it, and now cycles his way back. Over for Anderson. Anderson trying to cut towards the basket. Working his way through, finds Melimick, an open look for two. A little bit strong on that one. Board picked up by Mendel Updenorth. So Updenorth starting back the other way. Some space for him on this near side. Feeds it for Tvirt on the far side. Underneath looking for Even, who was caught up with Anderson. A foul is going to be called against Pat Anderson. And the Netherlands will have a fresh 14 seconds and an opportunity to make something happen. Checking into the game for Canada, Vincent Dallaire, number 7 out there. So his first action of the day. In for Even. Quickly goes towards Tvirt. Tvirt trying to work his way in, defended by Anderson, puts it up, unable to complete that shot. And it's Anderson who carries it back the other way. Pat Anderson, near side. Works his way in now, cycles towards the left, underneath for Dallaire, pass a little bit away from him, and it's Higgins who gets onto it for Canada. Finds Melimick at the foul line, underneath Higgins, trying to create space, under the underhand shot, no good, collected by the Netherlands. So the Netherlands doing a good job with some tight defense, and that's a foul called against Higgins. So the Netherlands will have an opportunity to reset. And the third foul already for Canada here in this second quarter. We'll see if that comes back to hurt them later. As they are 2 away from the bonus. Heiss even on the near side. Feed towards the far end for Tvirt. Open look. Elects not to shoot there. Sets himself up better and finishes that shot off. Nice shot from Heiss even. And that's a 21-11, 10-point Netherlands lead. Hedges collects it off the inbound. Left for Anderson. Anderson, minor double team there, finds Hedges. Trying to find an option, goes for Higgins near side. Higgins working his way in. Cross towards Anderson. A little bit ahead of him though, and he couldn't get to it. And now back the other way come the Netherlands. Trying to extend their lead here. 21-11 over Canada. Tvirt underneath Even. Even defended, puts it up, foul, and one. Heiss even with a big bucket right there, extending the Netherlands' lead and a chance at a three-point play for him right here. So Canada, again, a slow start to a quarter for the second time in a row, unable to find the basket, and a few changes coming for Canada with Joe Vermette coming into the game, as well as Nick Gonshin back in for Canada. One shot for Even here. Comes up short on that attempt, and it's corralled by Anderson, who starts back out. Anderson defended there by Van Tripe. Feeds it over towards the near side. Gonshin for three. Unable to hit from there. Gonshin's cold from beyond the arc so far. As working his way in, up the north, feeds it for Even underneath, able to finish it off, and Heiss even continuing what's been a terrific tournament for him. Adds a couple more points. Canada looking to respond. Nick Gonshin goes for Anderson near side. Anderson from beyond the arc lets it fly, and that one is good. A nice shot from Pat Anderson. Puts the first 3 points on the board for Canada in the quarter. And it's a 25-14 lead for the Netherlands. Up the north, underneath, Even puts it up and puts it through, and he's just torching Canada in the paint right there. We'll see if Canada can make adjustments to that, but definitely a tough guy to defend in the paint there. Heiss even, so dominant there. As Hedges slows things up, finds Gonshin. Gonshin works his way back, puts it up, and again is off. So Gonshin still yet to find his first points here this afternoon. Mendel up the north. Feeds it towards the far side. Arvid Tvirt tries to work his way in. Defended there by Hedges. Puts a shot up and finds nothing but net. as a timeout is going to be called by Canada. It worked in the first quarter. We'll see if it works here to try and reset the team a bit. So we'll see if Canada can regroup here and get itself sorted. Toyota Canada is the proud mobility partner of Wheelchair Basketball Canada. Toyota's partnership with Wheelchair Basketball Canada represents their commitment to mobility and movement for all through vehicles, sport experiences, and more. So thank you for Toyota Canada and its partnership with Wheelchair Basketball Canada. So for Canada, again, we'll see if they can make any adjustments. Down 29-14. Seemed to be in striking distance coming into this second quarter when momentum was generated after a good end of the first. But the Netherlands has done a good job coming out, quelling that momentum and finding shots. Heis Even underneath the basket has been very, very strong. And Canada's got to try and adjust to that game plan because Even's just doing what he wants down there in the paint. And again, if you look at this Netherlands team going into the World Championships in Dubai in June, you've got Even and Bellers, two dominant forces in and around the paint area, able to finish off buckets like we've seen from Even and for Bellers for that matter in this tournament as well, who's done a great job. You have that size to your advantage on most teams. Again, this is the #1 team in Europe in the Netherlands, so we'll see how they can carry that to the World Championships a little bit later on this summer. Back in action here with Nick Gonchen carrying it up the floor. Feeds it towards Anderson. 5 minutes left to go here in the second. Anderson sets up, finds Hedges far side. He'll put that shot up. It bounces through off the back of the rim. Again, a funky bounce there. We've seen a couple funky bounces in this tournament. One right there, but Hedges will take it. And it's a couple points on the board for Canada. Arit Tvirt swerves away, feeds it in towards a streaking teammate there. A good look there for Camille Van Trijp, that is. And he finishes it off, adding to the Netherlands lead. Hedges back off for Gonchen. Anderson near side, thought about the shot, looking for a passing option, feeds it cross court for Hedges. He'll put that one up, bounces off the inside of the rim once again, and it's picked up by Mendel Updenorth. Updenorth creates space for himself and advances, feeds it towards Heis Even. Even working away from some pressure there on that left side, feeds Updenorth now on the right. Up top, Tvirt, he'll set. Thought about a shot, Gonchen there to meet him. In for Updenorth, 1 on the shot clock, forced to put it up, he misses, and Anderson picks up the rebound, feeds it towards Dallaire. Vincent Dallaire, back the other way for Canada. Up this near side, now turns back and finds Nick Gonchen. Thinks about it, now takes from 2, and he puts it through the basket. A nice shot from Nick Gonchen, his first couple points of the day after a tough start shooting for him, and tries to cut into this Netherlands lead. 31-18 now, as back the other way with it are the Netherlands. Tvirt up the near side, underneath Updenorth, and he'll finish that one off easily. Mendel Updenorth, a nice passing play back the other way for the Netherlands. Bo Hedges collects it off the inbound. 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Underneath for Anderson. Foul's called, so it'll stay with Canada, it would seem, on this side. And in fact will, so with 2:57 left here, Canada will retain possession, and subs coming into the game for the Netherlands. Anil Sigil, number 3. As well as number 7, Patrick De Boer. De Boer also, those long arms that help him in the paint area. This is a big, big Netherlands side. Tough to face, and they've just been improving as this tournament goes on, it seems. Despite the loss this morning, strong game last night against the U.S. Feed underneath, intended pass for Gonchen. Floats towards Dallaire. It still bounces around there, collected by De Boer. And he'll drop it off for Tvirt. Arit Tvirt up towards center. Heis Even. Even, defended by Gonchen, feeds it towards Sigil. He'll drive to the basket, puts it up, can't finish. And it's Gonchen back the other way. Nick Gonchen veers towards the right side, settles things down, goes for Hedges. Hedges thought about a pass, now finds Anderson. Over for Gonchen, far side, puts it up. It ricochets out. And it goes towards the near side. Anderson again off the offensive board from Dallaire. Anderson finds Hedges at the foul line, puts it up, and finishes it off. Nice shot from Hedges. Good space created by Canada. 13-point lead, 33-20 for the Netherlands. As Even comes back the other way. Cross-court feed for Tvirt. Tvirt with 10 on the shot clock. Delays, underneath pass. Nothing doing there, but a foul is called. And it'll stay with the Netherlands, so 14 on their shot clock, or they'll go to the line, in fact. The Netherlands, with a sub coming in for Vincent Dallaire. It's going to be Chad Jasmine. And the first shot is off from Patrick de Boer, number 7 at the line for the Netherlands. Short on his second one as well. Batted out by the Netherlands, so it'll go back into the hands of the Canadians here. With 1:40 left to go here in the second. We'll see if Canada can generate some momentum into the break. They were able to string some points together at the end of the first quarter. Inbound goes towards Patrick Anderson. Anderson works his way towards the right. Thought about a three. Now delays. Feeds it to the near side. Hedges. Fouls called before the shot. And it'll go for Canada possession, that is. So a foul on the Netherlands prior to the shot, so it's on the ground. So Canada with a fresh 14 seconds now to maneuver. 1:28 left to go in the second, down by 13. Anderson now off the inbound. Goes back for Hedges. They'll try it one more time. This side, Hedges puts it up, in and out, but a good offensive board for Gonshin. Picks out Anderson. 10 on the shot clock now for Gonshin near side. 5 seconds left. Gonshin for three. He puts that one through. Nick Gonshin, a big shot there for Canada, cutting it back to a 10-point deficit. See if they can battle back here with Even coming back the other way for the Netherlands. Quick in transition. Fended off there by Jasmine. Even still attacks the basket hard. Puts it up and one. Heis Even. Dominant play right there from the big Netherlands player. And with less than a minute left to go here in the first half, a big play after Gonshin was able to hit the three. And Even makes good at completing the three-point play. 36-23 now for the Netherlands. Nick Gonshin trying to answer back for Canada. Goes for Hedges near side. Hedges finds Anderson at the top. Trying to work his way around Seagill. Puts the shot up. A tough one there from Anderson. And he's off quickly back up the other way for Heis Even. Even trying to capitalize on a nice pass. Settles down. 30 seconds left here for the Netherlands to operate with. 13 on the shot clock as Tvirt has it on the far side. Tvirt underneath. Nice feed towards Seagill below the basket. Can't finish. Anderson on the board. 17 seconds left. Jasmine trying to work quick here. 14 now for Canada. Now Gonshin. Gonshin up this near side. Drops it back off towards the middle for Jasmine. Cut off. Anderson trying to corral it. He does. 3 seconds left. Puts it up. Unable to finish, but he's fouled on the shot, and he'll go to the line shooting two. Good tenacity there from Anderson, knowing it's late in the quarter. Able to draw a foul, get to the line. Can't finish the shot off, but still good effort from the veteran, Patrick Anderson. 2.2 seconds left. So Anderson trying to make this an 11-point advantage for the Netherlands, if he can knock both of these down. Able to knock his first one down there. And an opportunity again to make it an 11-point game right here. Hard shot misses, and Gonshin trying to corral it. Picked up, though, by the Netherlands. And that will do it for the first half of basketball here in the final game of this friendly tournament, the Ottawa Invitational of Wheelchair Basketball for 2023. 36-24 for the Netherlands. A strong first half for them. Canada down, looking to fight back in this game. We'll take a break and be right back with second half action here from the Ravens' Nest at Carleton University. welcome back to the Raven's Nest here at Carleton University for the second half of this final game of the friendly tournament, the Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational for 2023. I'm Jackson Starr as we get set for the second half. 36-24, the lead for the Netherlands over Canada, and Canada, who was able to go on a bit of a run at the end, a little bit of the first half to make it a 12-point Netherlands lead. We'll see if they can carry some of that into the second half. Some notables in the first half. Heis Even, who we mentioned a lot in the first half, 9 points, 4 for 4 from the field. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line as well. So very strong start for number 12 for the Netherlands. Also for the Netherlands, two guys we've highlighted as well, Mendel Opdenorth and Heis Even. Opdenorth, 4 for 6 from the field, 8 points so far. To his credit in this one as we are underway for the second half of this final game of the tournament. On the near side, Mustafa Korkmaz back into the game to start the half. Works it back towards the top. Zentinje also back in. Finds Poginvish. Poginvish sets, takes a long two. Tried to bank that one home. No good. Collected by Canada. And Nick Gonson working back the other way. Gonson trying to feed it underneath. Higgins finds Lee Melimik underneath the basket. Banks that one home. Nice shot from Lee Melimik. And it's a 10-point Netherlands lead, 2-0 Canada to start this second half. We'll see if they can go on a little run out of the gate here. Poginvish over towards Korkmaz near side, puts it up, answers right back. Mustafa Korkmaz, who's also had a strong start. 7 points in the first half, add on 2 to make it 9 for him. 4 for 5 now from the field for him as well. As Hedges feeds it towards Gonson on the far side. 10 on the shot clock. Over towards the near side. Higgins works his way to the middle underneath Melimik. Melimik trying to add on for himself, and he puts it through. Lee Melimik with a nice bucket there. Back to a 10-point Netherlands lead, 38-28. Korkmaz, who has the first 2 points of the quarter for the Netherlands, gets it back off the feed from Poginvish. Open space, feeds it underneath Zentinje, right below the basket. Out towards the far side. De Jong fires it home. Frank De Jong picks up his third and fourth points of the game so far. 2 for 2 from the field now. And it's back to a 12-point lead. Canada looking to answer. Lee Melimik at the top. 10 on the shot clock. Melimik trying to work his way through. Finds Nick Gonson. Gonson lost the handle. 4 seconds left. Hedges forced to put that one up. Finds it off the backboard and home. Nice shot through there from Bo Hedges. And it's back to a 10-point lead for the Netherlands. Robin Poginvish for the Netherlands. Over towards the far side. Zentinje. Korkmaz on the near side. Mustafa Korkmaz trying to cut in. Feeds it cross court. Zentinje back towards the foul line for Poginvish. Off towards Opdenorth. Puts it up. No good from there. Rebound collected, though, by the Netherlands. Worked back for Poginvish. He'll take one from beyond the arc. A little bit strong on that shot, and it's collected by Canada. Gonson motioning to settle things down for his team. The Regina, Saskatchewan-born Nick Gonson. Feeds it cross court for Higgins. Higgins from beyond the arc. Puts that one up. No good. Rebound ricochets back towards the Netherlands. And they'll advance it up the floor. Robin Poginvish on the far side. Cycles back towards the middle and finds Mustafa Korkmaz. Korkmaz. He's going to let that one fly from 3. No good. And a little bit upset at himself after that one with the Netherlands unable to come up with points there. Still a 10-point lead for the Dutch. Lee Melimik in the middle. Finds Nick Gonson, fading away, puts it up, fouled. Doesn't get the roll on that shot, but he will still go to the line, shooting 2. Nick Gonson, who got off to a tough start shooting the ball, able to knock down a couple of shots at the end as well. So we'll see what he can do here from the line to try and cut into this Netherlands lead. Gonson able to roll his first one home. And we'll see what he can do here on the second. 6:25 left to go in the third. Comes up just short on his second attempt. And now back the other way with it. Mendel up the north. Leaves it for Poggenvish. Up the north again. Number 2 for the Netherlands. Higgins doing a good job tying up a couple of Netherlands players, delaying their advance up the floor. And it's up the north, trying to create space. 5 on the shot clock towards the near side. Santigne puts it up, rims out towards the far side, and will go out of bounds and give Canada possession right back. Exactly 6 minutes left in the third. A 9-point lead for the Netherlands. Higgins to inbound for Canada. Nick Gonchin collects it to advance up the floor. Gonchin, cross-court feed for Higgins. Taking his time, Netherlands again trying to block out the inside. Hedges from this near right side, rattles in and out. Picked up by Gonchin, he'll give it back off for Melimick, finding Higgins. Higgins towards the right side, advances in, swings it for Gonchin. 5 on the clock, pass towards the middle intended for Miller, cut off. And now back with it is Updenorth, who feeds Santigne and in turn finds Poggenvish. Poggenvish up this left side, cycles back, feeds Santigne. At the top, foul is going to be called. It's going to be an offensive foul. So getting a little bit too aggressive there, Frank de Jong. And it's a turnover for the Netherlands to give it back into Canada's hands, down by 9. Nick Gonchin discussing things with his coach giving him directions as Bo Hedges set to inbound on the far side. Gonchin collects it off the inbound and advances up the floor towards the far side. Higgins thought about a 3 for a moment, now goes towards Hedges, back for Melimick. Higgins far side, fades his way in, puts it up off the outside of the basket. And it comes out the other way for the Netherlands. Up the north. Leaves it, now feed towards Korkmaz far side. Mustafa Korkmaz with a long 2 there, and he's got the net. Nice shot from Mustafa Korkmaz. As it's an 11-point lead restored for the Netherlands. Canada looking to answer. Nick Gonchin. Far side, thought about a 3, defended by Updenorth, works his way in, underneath Miller, puts it up, and foul, and 1. Nice play from Miller, nice pass from Gonchin. Canada answering the bell right back after the Korkmaz double. 2 points for Miller, and a shot coming with Patrick Anderson coming back into the game. Higgins will check out. Miller from the line looking for the completion of the 3-point play. Picked up his first 2 points of the game right there. A little bit strong there. Anderson tries to get the offensive board, but it's collected by Updenorth, who in turn finds Korkmaz. He'll advance up the floor. Korkmaz defended by Hedges. Updenorth for support. He loses the handle on it. It goes out and will go back into Canada's hands. Nice play there. Good pressure at midcourt by both Hedges and the support, as Anderson will inbound towards Hedges. Down by 9 again are the Canadians. On the far side, Nick Gonchin. Setting up, he'll try from long range. Little bit strong on that shot. Would have been a big one for Canada, but it tails out. And with 4 minutes left, it's the Netherlands carrying it back the other way. Robin Poggenvish to the near side. Korkmaz feeds it across. Foul's going to go against Canada. It's going to be going against Miller. So it'll stay with the Netherlands. 14 on the shot clock for them. 3:50 left to go here in the third. Inbound goes towards Korkmaz. Mustafa Korkmaz on the far side working his way in. Again, looks like he thought about a shot. Now he takes one. Little bit off there. Trying to get his own rebound, collected by Miller. He'll find Gonchin. Canada back the other way, down by 9. 3:30 left to go here in the third. Gonchin forcing his way to the basket. Puts it up. He's fouled on the shot. So 2 shots coming for him. And Nick Gonchen a chance to try and cut into this lead for the Netherlands once again as well. 42-33, the lead for the Dutch. And Gonchen having an impact here as this one goes along. Unable to knock down his first one there. Quick trigger pull there from him. And he'll have a chance now on his second free one to try and cut into this lead. Comes short on both his free ones, and the Netherlands keep it alive. Robin Poggenvish, contact there in the middle of the floor with Lee Malimic and Mendel Updenorth coming together. Feed goes inside towards the paint. It'll go out off of Updenorth. So a little bit of a miscue there from the Netherlands. Goes back into Canada's hands as Updenorth couldn't get there in time. And it's going to be a timeout called by the Netherlands here with 3:11 left to go in the third. They'll try to make some adjustments, leading by 9. Canada will get possession. The Government of Canada is proud to support Canada's wheelchair basketball athletes from playground to podium in their pursuit of sporting excellence. Thank you to Sport Canada. So for Canada, they've been able to cut into the deficit a little bit progressively. Netherlands trying to maintain it as much as they can. We'll see if Canada can continue to get underneath the basket. When they've had success, they've been able to create movement and fluidity offensively and have struggled at that a bit at times in this game. Meanwhile, for the Netherlands, when they get underneath the basket, almost perfect. It's a terrific, terrific team from down low. And we'll see if they can continue to do so as this one goes along. 42-33 here from the Ravens' Nest. Again, the final game here of this Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational for 2023. And if you've joined us for the entirety of the tournament, thank you so much for doing so. It's been a terrific time bringing you these games. And some terrific, terrific basketball all around. 3 terrific teams between the Canada, United States, and the Netherlands, all in preparation for the IWBF World Championships in Dubai coming up between June 9th and June 20th this year. Inbound goes towards Anderson. Pat Anderson surveying and finding Lee Malimic. Malimic goes towards Gonchen. Try to find a cutting Anderson. Back for Malimic from the foul line. Puts it up. Rattles out. But a nice attempt there from Malimic. Had an open look and time to set up for that shot. And now back the other way with it are the Netherlands. Mustafa Korkmaz goes towards the near side. Santigne trying to weave his way through. Defended there by Gonchen. Space created though. Poggenvish for Korkmaz, far side, underneath. De Jong settles it down, 3 on the shot clock, puts it up, no good. Collected by Canada. They'll advance it back up the floor. Anderson waiting for some support as he crosses the center line. Working his way through, feeds it underneath for Malimic. Thought about a shot, goes back over for Anderson. Takes contact, draws the foul. Canada will have it, fresh 14 seconds on the clock for them. And foul goes against Poggenvish. His second foul of the game. And it is the 5th foul for the Netherlands, so Anderson will go to the line here. Again, a 9-point advantage for the Netherlands with 2:11 left to go here in the third. Still some time for Canada to try and battle their way back into it. And Anderson comes up just short on his first attempt. Couldn't get a good bounce for himself there. Second one, same result. Bounces off the inside of the rim and then out. And now back the other way with it is Mendel Updenorth. Leaves it for Poggenvish. Mustafa Korkmaz collects, sets underneath Poggenvish. Finds a streaking and Updenorth who finishes it off. A nice play there from the Netherlands. And they're able to put 2 more points on the board. Back to an 11-point Netherlands lead. Again, maintaining it very well here. Bo Hedges back the other way. Hedges finds Malimic. Over to Anderson on the far side. Anderson back for Malimic. Near side feed for Hedges. Underneath Malimic, driving. Puts it up. No good. As Malimic can't finish that one off. And a foul is going to go against him as well. So the Netherlands will be able to set itself up here after picking up the offensive board. Second foul for Malimic, and only the second of the quarter for Canada, so no real threat in that capacity here with 1:24 left to go in the third. Inbound from Puginvish goes towards Sentigne. Trying to add to the Netherlands' lead here by 11, 44-33. Korkmaz underneath Puginvish. Gets around the defensive Gonchin, can't finish, sends it back out. Updenorth, back for Puginvish. Still time, 10 on the shot clock. Updenorth, he'll take that one. Comes up a little bit off. And now it's corralled by Gonchin, who works his way back up the floor. Nick Gonchin taking his time, waiting for some support. Inside feed for Anderson. Trying to back his way up. Puts it up, no good, but he's fouled on the shot. So he'll go to the line. Foul goes against Frank de Jong. So Anderson to the line. Missed both of his last free throws, so we'll see if he can do better here. Rattles his first one home to make it a 10-point Netherlands lead. And sets up for his second. That one's perfectly right through the basket. Nothing but net right there for Anderson. And it's a 9-point advantage for the Netherlands once again, trying to make it 11 or more. Feed for Puginvish underneath Korkmaz, catches up to it, flips it back, nobody there for the Netherlands. Bo Hedges collects, finds Nick Gonchin, swerves his way around one, feeds it underneath, intended for Anderson, keeps it alive, behind the back for Malimic. He puts it up, unable to finish off a great play for Canada, as they put on a show right there for the fans in attendance. Back the other way, Korkmaz towards Puginvish. Puginvish under for Updenorth. Mendel Updenorth trying to feed Korkmaz. Gets it to him at the top. Korkmaz thought about a long two. Now Updenorth on the far side. Puts it up. It rattles out. Collected with 4 seconds left. Can Malimic advance quickly? Anderson, 1 second left. No chance for a shot. Maybe tried to draw a late foul there. None provided, and that will do it for the third quarter. So a 9-point advantage still for the Netherlands, and Canada still trying to battle their way back in this one. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the fourth quarter from the Ravens' Nest at Carleton University. Welcome back to the Ravens' Nest here at Carleton University. It's a 44-35 lead for the Netherlands as we've approached the fourth quarter of this one, the final quarter of action here in this tournament. Wheelchair Basketball's Ottawa Invitational for 2023. And we are underway with Nick Gonchin finding Hedges and returning it back to Gonchin. Gonchin feeds it back for Anderson. Pat Anderson, 8 points so far for him. Underneath for Hedges. Hedges puts it up. Can't finish. Would have been a big shot there out of the gate for Canada, but they're unable to hit. And now back with it. Come the Netherlands. Mendel up the north. Defended by Anderson. On the far side, Tvirt underneath. Even back into the game. Puts it up and puts it through. Gijs Even. 11 points for him now. And that makes it an 11-point game. Anderson swings it cross court for Gonchin. Gonchin delays. Goes towards Hedges near side. Hedges, he'll put that mid-range 2 up, and it rattles home. Nice shot from Bo Hedges from the near side. Back to a 9-point advantage for the Netherlands. Hedges now with 10 points. Been a strong game for him. 5 for 9 from the field. Off towards Tvirt on the near side. Tvirt underneath, up to north. Foul called. No basket. Going to call it on the ground. And it'll go against Hedges. So Tvirt to inbound with 8:41 left to go here in the fourth. We'll see what strategy Canada employs. They've been able to battle their way back to as much as a 9-point deficit, but haven't been able to close the gap any further in this game. Netherlands have done a good job managing that gap again. As Tvirt puts one up, it rattles out, and it's collected by Anderson. Anderson up the right side, a drive to the basket, puts it up, can't finish, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line. And again, try to carve into this Netherlands lead. And Ari Tvirt called for the foul. He's got 4 points, Tvirt, on the night. 2 for 3 from the field. Anderson going to the line for Canada. Puts that one through. And the closest Canada's been to the Netherlands in quite a while here with regard to points. 46-38. Able to knock down both Anderson, much to the applause of this crowd here in Ottawa. As Gijs Even will get back on his chair before they'll reset here. 8:19 left to go here in the fourth quarter. A 7-point lead for the Netherlands. Tvirt back the other way. Goes towards up the north on the far side. Mendel up the north. 10 points for him on the day. Finds Tvirt near side. Underneath Even. Puts it up. Fouled. And fouled hard there by Anderson. It'll be 2 shots for Even. And Anderson may have just been stumbling down after the play. And they shake it off, both Even and Anderson. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul on Anderson. And it's going to be 2 shots for Even, and the Netherlands will get the ball, so a chance to really extend the lead here for the Netherlands with 8:02 left to go in the fourth. Even can't put that first one home. He'll have another attempt, though. And Matteo Ferriani getting explanations from the official. Even comes up short on both his 3 throws, but the Netherlands will nonetheless get the ball, so a chance to still add 2 points on the board nonetheless. As Jori van Trier inbounds towards up the north. Up the north for Tvirt near side. Tvirt coming through, puts it up and puts it through. So unable to knock down the 2 free ones for Even, but Tvirt helps his teammate out and collects the 2 points nonetheless. 48-39, back to a 9-point advantage for the Netherlands. Back the other way, Gonchin. Inside feed for Hedges. Hedges works his way loose towards the right. Thought about a shot. Recorrals it, finds Melimik in the middle. Off for Anderson. 9 on the shot clock. Anderson defended, back for Melimik. It's behind him, 5 seconds left. Gonchin, inside feed, comes back to him. 2 seconds left. Gonchin forced to put it up. No basket, but a foul. 3 in the key, rather. My apologies, is going to be called against Canada, so they'll turn the ball over. And it's going to be a timeout called by Matteo Ferriani and Canada. He'll want to discuss things here with his team. Down by 9, 7:24 left in the fourth. And the Netherlands still able to maintain that steady lead that they've had throughout. 9 points. And we'll see if Canada can generate some momentum here. Again, Canada went on a little bit of a run at the end of the first quarter, went on a 6-0 run to carry their way back into it, make it a little bit more respectable after only putting a few points up on the board at least through the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the game. So it was a slow start for Canada, but they've been able to stick with the Netherlands with regard to maintaining a few possessions away from them, maintaining the consistency of being a few possessions away from them by 9 points. But the Netherlands have done a good job answering the call, making big shots, getting underneath. They bring Heis even back into the game here, and he's made some big shots as well for the team. And we'll see the impact that he has throughout the rest of this one. Undoubtedly going to be a big player in it. Tveelt has been very strong for the Netherlands as well, as we've highlighted. Good depth piece for this team. And Netherlands with possession, trying to make something happen and extend this lead. 7:24 left to go here in the fourth. Inbound towards Mendel up the north. Up the north. Slowly advances, trying to find a passing option. Gonchin on him. On the near side, Tveelt. Tveelt delays, now puts that one up. Falls out, picked up by Gonchin. Advances quickly for Hedges, trying to get as much speed as he can before stopping up. Drops it back off towards Gonchin. Gonchin, quick spin move, trying to get around one. Finds Hedges near side, puts that one up. No good. It comes back for Melimik, who finds Gonchin. Gonchin puts that one up. Also off, collected by the Netherlands. So a couple of misses there for Canada. And the misses hurt them the last time these two teams faced off. They're hurting them right here as well, with Updenorth carrying it back up the floor. Finds Tveelt for Even. Colin Higgins getting set to check in for Canada. Near side, Even puts it up, finishes again. Heis Even, dominant down there in and around the paint, and makes it an 11-point lead. Gonchin goes down quickly back up though, and Anderson carries it back the other way. Anderson leaves it for Gonchin. Advances. Thought about a shot, now drives to the basket right underneath. Gonchin finishes. Nice bucket there from Gonchin. Back to a 9-point advantage for the Netherlands. 50-41. A little under 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Mendel up the north. On the far side. Puts it underneath. Nice feed. Even once again. Dominant in the paint. Canada has not been able to adjust to him. And that, once again, extends it to an 11-point lead. Lee Melimik feeds it for Miller. Able to hoist himself and corral that. Foul is going to be called. Going to go against the Netherlands, so Canada will have it. Foul goes against Camilo van Tripe. And subbing into the game for Canada, as mentioned, Colin Higgins, number 9. He'll come in for Lee Melimik. Oh no, my apologies. Pat Anderson's going to come out for Higgins. So Anderson out of the game. As Hedges feeds it for Melimik. Gives it back for Hedges. Hedges looking towards the basket, finds Melimik at the foul line. He'll take that shot. Fouled and one. Big shot from Lee Melimik. Contact after the shot. That went from Jory Van Trier, it looked like. And a chance to cut into the deficit here. It's 9 right now. Can they make it an 8-point advantage? They can, as Lee Melimik knocks down his free one. 52-44 for the Netherlands. 5:23 left to go here in the fourth. Off the inbound, it's corralled by Mendel Updenorth. Updenorth feeds it underneath. Even falling backwards, puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. And head coach Matteo Ferriani talking to Nick Gonchin about that one. And Even, again, continuing his dominance below the basket, draws a foul and gets to the line. First one rattles out for Even. Had a tough time shooting the ball from the free throw line even. Missed his 2 attempts last time, misses the attempt here. Able to put his second one through right there, though, and make it a 53-44 9-point lead once again. Nick Gonchin back the other way, trying to answer for Canada. Gonchin sets up, trying from three-point range, a little bit off. Would have been a big shot for Canada, but it rattles out again for him. And now with it is Mendel Opdenorth for the Netherlands, trying to swerve his way in. Cuts his way through. Defended by Gonchin, able to work his way around him towards this near side. Defended by Hedges. An offensive foul is called against Opdenorth, so it'll go back into the hands of the Canadians, with Hedges taking a moment to get up. He's going to need some support from his teammates as Gonchin will get set to inbound. 4:53 left to go here in the fourth. Fourth foul already also for the Netherlands, so we'll see if that hurts them. If they're able to foul one more time, then Canada would be in the bonus. So Higgins now back the other way for Canada. Colin Higgins feeds Lee Malimik in the middle. Off for Higgins, trying from three-point range. Comes up just short, and it's collected by Opdenorth. So two big misses from the three-point line for Canada, and now the Netherlands back the other way. Opdenorth feeds it underneath, intended for Tviert, but it goes out, and Canada will get it back again. So a couple turnovers for the Netherlands, as Opdenorth took a spill back in his own half of the court, but gets back up in time, and Gonchin sets it up for Canada. Nick Gonchin regroups, lost the handle on it, has to hustle towards it, cannot save it though, and it will go out back into the hands of the Netherlands. So Gonchin unable to do it there, and that will force Matteo Ferriani to bring Vincent Dallaire into the game, yes, for Canada. As he's getting set, talking to his head coach as the Netherlands inbound. Tviert on the near side. Tviert cycles his way back on this near left side, looking for a passing option. Finds Even. Even, defended by Hedges, puts it up at the tail end of the shot clock, unable to put it through. Canada back onto it. Gonchin, he's fouled. Hard contact there from Even. And because Canada's now in the bonus, that should result in free ones for Gonchin, we shall see. As Vincent Dallaire comes in. And it's going to be 2 shots for Higgins here from the line, with Canada down by 9. 3:54 left to go here in the fourth. And the officials are going to discuss here. Not exactly sure. Maybe they are discussing who exactly the foul was on. And yeah, it is going to be Nick Gonchin to shoot free ones instead of Higgins. So just a little bit of a miscue there from the officials, and now they get the right player at the free throw line. And Gonchin unable to knock down his first one. He's had a tough game shooting the basketball, Nick Gonchin. Second one's good, though. 53-45 for the Netherlands here. A little under 4 minutes left to go. The Netherlands with possession, turning it back up the other way. Goes towards Heis Even, gives it back for Tviert. Tviert swerves his way around, feeds it for Opdenorth. Mendel Opdenorth at the top, over for Tviert. On the near side, he is fouled. With 10 on the shot clock, Netherlands will get a free 4 seconds added on, 14 with 3:40 left to go in the fourth. Up 53-45, they'll inbound. Inbound goes towards Tviert on the near side. Defended by Dallaire, able to create space for himself though. Tviert works in, puts it up. It finds a way to bounce home. Nice shot there from Ari Tviert. And it's back to a 10-point advantage for the Netherlands. Again, able to maintain that gap steady throughout. Gonchin trying to respond for Canada. Out for Hedges. He's got space. Delays around Even. Looking for an option with 8 on the clock, blocked by Even. Tries to get onto it and does. Good effort from Heis Even. Feeds it cross towards Opdenorth. Opdenorth finds Tvilt. Tvilt working his way back up the floor. Try to feed it back off, turned over though. Hustling after it is Gonchen. He will save it. No, he won't. Just goes out of bounds. He's not happy with himself after that. And Canada will bring Patrick Anderson back into the game for Gonchen with 2:54 left, down by 10. So we'll see the push from Canada here at the end. With the Netherlands set to inbound, Jory Van Trier goes towards Tvilt. He'll put that one up. Unable to come up with a shot there. Rebounded by Higgins. Higgins, 2:45 left in the fourth. Patrick Anderson makes his way on the left side. Now cuts back. Feed goes towards Hedges. Hedges trying to find some open space and an option for a passing option underneath. Higgins puts that one up. Taken down. Foul is going to be called, but it's going to go the other way. Or they just blew the whistle dead because of the reset, rather. So now the Netherlands will get possession after that. Higgins back up on his chair. 2:25 left to go in a 10-point game for the Netherlands. So Canada going to need to draw something up here. We'll see if head coach Matteo Ferriani elects to take a timeout late here to try and draw something up. And the inbound goes towards Mendel Opdenorth, who's been terrific in this tournament throughout for the Netherlands. Arie Tvilt setting things up. Works his way towards the foul line. Opdenorth back for Tvilt. Arie Tvilt. Opdenorth again cutting. Stopped up. Puts up a fading shot. No good. Rebound though collected by Jory Van Trier. Stripped from his hands though, and back the other way comes Canada. Less than 2 to go here in the fourth. Colin Higgins over for Anderson. Anderson sets and fires from 3. Little bit off there. So big missed threes from Canada here in this fourth quarter. And those really would be a big difference in this game. Opdenorth now back the other way. Mendel Opdenorth tangled up there with Hedges. Foul's going to be called. It's going to go against Bo Hedges. And a timeout is going to be called by Canada, so they'll want to talk things over. 1:34 left to go here, 55-45 in favor of the Netherlands. So, again, the final game here of this Wheelchair Basketball Canada, Ottawa Invitational, I should say, for 2023. And it's been a terrific tournament of basketball. If you want to follow along with the Canadian national team, they will be in Dubai for the IWBF World Championships from June 9th to 20th, 2023. And we'll see what they can do there. As for right now, can Canada draw up a quick play to get a stop here and then go back the other way and make some points? Again, missed opportunities for Canada here in this fourth quarter. Gonchen a couple looks from three that didn't fall. Anderson took one right there as well from that similar spot. Also didn't fall. And if you add those 9 points, it's a 1-point game in this specific set of scoring. So we'll see if Canada can try and draw something up late, generate momentum, and make it a closer than 10-point game. Nonetheless, you have to respect the fight to try and stick with the Netherlands, who, again, hopped out to a quick early advantage. They were up 12-0 early. And largely because of that, they've been able to maintain throughout. Because otherwise, besides that, it's been a fairly evenly matched game. Mendel Opdenorth from the free throw line. Knocks down his first one. And has a chance to make it a 12-point game here. Able to rattle that one home as well. So 12-point lead for the Netherlands. And we'll see what Canada can do to try and push their way into a lesser deficit than that. Anderson from 3, doesn't hit, rattles in and out. Canada cold from beyond the arc in this one throughout, and it's Even who carries it back for the Netherlands. Heis Even driving in towards the basket, stopped up, puts it up, off the backboard and in. Nice shot from Heis Even, and the Netherlands separating a bit here That should just about do it for this one with a little over a minute left to go here in the fourth. Patrick Anderson slowing things down. Cross-court feed for Lee Melimek. He'll try from that angle, unable to finish, but gets himself over towards that side and finds Higgins. Higgins tried to feed it for Anderson, cut off and back the other way come the Netherlands. Arie Twirt in transition quickly. Tries to drop it off towards Opdenorth, puts that up and in. Twirt to Opdenorth, and that's really been the story of the tournament for the Netherlands right there. Very, very strong from Opdenorth. Twirt even. All those guys have done a terrific job for this team. And now back with it is Anderson. Tries a shot. Looked and like he was going to try a shot. Feeds it under for Dallaire. No good. Melimek rotates it back out for Anderson. He'll try a shot. No good once again. Melimek loses the handle. It'll go back into the hands of the Netherlands with 36 seconds left. And an opportunity for them to extend their lead late here and try to kill off time as well with the lead. Twirt on this near side. He'll put up a long two, and that one is good. Arie Twirt from long range. That two extends. Oh, they gave it a three there. My apologies. Didn't see the official on that play. And another big shot. No, my apologies. I heard the announcer say that it was a three, but it was in fact a two. So still a two-pointer there from Twirt. Canada trying to answer back, and Higgins does so. So a nice shot from Higgins. 12.2 left to go. Full court press here from Canada late. As it's inbounded up the floor towards midcourt there. Pass towards Van Trijp will be collected by Even. He'll hold on to this one, and that will do it here from the Ravens' Nest at Carleton University. The tournament comes to an end with the Netherlands coming out victorious 63-47. A nice performance from them. Canada tried to battle back throughout, just couldn't break that 9 to 11 point deficit, and the Netherlands able to separate at the end to come out victorious in this one. Again, the final score from the Ravens' Nest, 63 for the Netherlands, 47 for Canada. And we thank you so much for joining us for this tournament. On behalf of myself, Jackson Starr, alongside our camera crew of James and Kevin, as well as Adam Copeland, our producer, thank you so much for joining us.